Alright, what you're looking at here is my PE sniper. This is not an authentic one. This is a reproduction. I get asked a lot about this gun. It's very beautiful. I love it a lot. I take it to the range a lot. This gets a lot of comments, as you can imagine. What I have next to it, or below it, is the original barrel. Originally this was a Tula. It was completely shot out, and so I had it rebarreled with a much newer barrel. Looked a lot better, was in a lot better shape. Previously the gun shot about 4 MOA, and now it shoots fairly nice 1 MOA groups with match grade ammunition. I've yet to develop some loads for it, but you know me, that's coming soon. If you're looking for a cheap way to basically put a nice scope on your gun without making it look like a piece of Bubba crap, really these are a nice kit to go with. $350 and you're done. And they will shoot very well. You know, you can easily take a deer with a scope and set up like this out to 400 yards. And most people will be like, what? I'd never shoot a deer that far. Well, yeah, with this gun, I feel very confident shooting a deer out to 400 yards. A little bit of history about the PE sniper. This one is a PE sniper. It's one of the earliest ones. You can see on the upper left here, it has a focusing ring for the eye diopter. This was eventually removed because it's not really needed. I know I've never found any adjustments beneficial to it. It was also later updated with a PEM scope mount, which is side mounted. This is a PE, so it's top mounted, and it's a little more modern looking. Like all Russian sniper scopes, the option and ability to go to open sights was a necessary, and as you can see here, there's a hole that goes right through the scope mount, allowing you to use open sights. And they're fairly good. Your field of view, of course, is quite a bit smaller, but I've found that I was able to use open sights even out to about 300 yards. This reproduction sniper is graduated in 1/4 inch MOA, which is plenty fine. The newer ones can be re-zeroed. One little odd thing about Russian scopes is that the windage knob is on the left side of the scope versus the right. Never really took any getting used to for me though. It feels pretty natural. From AccuMounts, you can order your scope and have it serialized and dated to match your rifle. Also, this is a drag diamond type engraving, so it's not completely authentic because the Russians would have stamped them in, but it's pretty close. The optics in these are very good. They're all multi-coated, which is kind of a new thing, so the light transmission in a reproduction one will actually be a little better than an authentic. They are also nitrogen filled, so they will not fog up in the wintertime. I've had this thing in some pretty extreme conditions, taken a deer with it too, and it's never let me down. It's never fogged up once. The whole optical tube is internally baffled. You can actually see it here. That shine you see is actually on the inside of the lens. That's it's an internal baffle, and it protects against glare. And these scopes do really handle glare quite well. One other small thing I'm going to mention here is about the turrets and the range that they have. It's very, very good. It's well over 130 MOA, which to get a modern day scope that has that much range in it it's pretty hard to find. I mean, you got to spend $300 or more to find a scope with this much range in it. So, hey, it's a pretty good scope for the money. A lot of people say, oh, they're so expensive at $300. It's like, no, actually, that's a really good price. The PE scopes, they're built like tanks. They're very heavy, and they're very solid. I've never had one shift on me, not one bit. Not due to temperature, not due to humidity, not due to abuse, and I've abused this one a lot. If I was to have a grab and go gun, you know, for my bug out bag, this would be it. I wouldn't even take my Sporter, which I've invested over $1,000 into. So, these PE snipers, they're a very worthwhile investment.